is a new dawn, a beautiful month, and a beautiful new week. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. This is Newspaper Review. I am Jesse Vuikola. Good morning and happy new month once again. This new month presents us with new inspiration, new energy, new opportunities to achieve our goals, our aspirations, and our dreams. And I pray everything we lay our hands upon in this new month come alive. I pray that our dream will come to reality. I want to encourage you also this morning not to give on to failure. I want you to keep on praising, keep on believing in yourself, keep on believing in the actualization of your dreams, aspirations. Do not lose focus. And I pray this new month be our answered prayer month. Amen. Good morning and happy new month once again. This morning on Newspaper Review, I came with different newspapers, and each of them with interesting story. I have the Punch with me, I have the Vanguard newspaper, and I have the Post news paper. But to begin the news in details, here are the headlines. From the Punch newspaper, Oyo abduction. NUT strikes begins as Tinubu sends 1,000 forest guards. From the Vanguard newspaper, Rivers vote not your property. Atiku fires back at the wiki. A release from the Post newspaper. Bauchi governor revealed Jonathan vice president rumors. Stakes a Senate bid. Also from the Punch newspaper, workers threatening indefinite strike over wages and insecurity. Narratives from the Nation newspaper. NDLEA seizes 380 military-grade bullets in Kaduna raids. And now to the news and details. President Bola Tinubu on Sunday approved the recruitment of 1,000 forest guards in Oyo State. He also directed the Specialized Security Unit with advanced rescue capabilities to intensify efforts to free abducted pupils and teachers from 3 schools in Nori local government area. This is as the Nigerian Union of Teachers declared an indefinite strike in the state and announced plans for nationwide solidarity rallies to press the government for the rescue of the kidnapped pupils and teachers. According to a statement signed Sunday by the Special Advisor to President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nanuga, a high-powered federal government delegation conveyed the presidential directives to community leaders and lawmakers during a visit to Esiele and Yawota communities in Oriri local government area on Sunday, May 31st, 2026. Delegation also informed leaders that their requests for the establishment of a military base in the area had been transmitted to the president for consideration and approval. The development comes 16 days after government struck communities in the area and took dozens of school children and their teachers captive. The delegation was led by the President Chief of Staff, Femi Gbajabiamila, and included the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu, Defense Minister General Christopher Musa retired, and Special Advisor to the President on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Dari. Addressing residents in both English and Yoruba, Gbajabiamila said President's decision to dispatch the nation's top security leadership to the affected communities reflected his determination to deploy every available resource to secure the victims' release. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. Oyo abduction. NUT strike begins as Tinubu sends 1,000 forest guards. Reading another interesting story from the Vanguard newspaper is where Atiku fires back at the week that Rivers' vote is not his property. The presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, Atiku Abubakar, has slammed the Minister of Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Wike over his recent remark that he will not get 10% of vote in the next year general elections in Rivers State. The former Rivers State governor had stated that Atiku and the ADC will not secure up to 10% of the total vote cast in the 2027 presidential election in the South state. Wike stated this in a luncheon on Saturday in honor of candidates of the Rainbow Coalition for the 2027 elections in the state. According to him, no other candidate of any other party would win the governorship election in the 2027 contest except the candidate to the agreed by his Rainbow Coalition. Reacting in a statement released on Monday by Senior Special Assistant on Public Communication, Frank Shahibu, the former vice president said the electorate in Rivers State is intelligent enough to decide the outcome of elections in the state. He stated that no individual, regardless of influence or access to federal power, can dictate how an entire state will vote. This news was sought from the Vanguard newspaper. Rivers votes not your property. Atiku fires back at Wike. Moving on to another news story from The Nation, a newspaper, is where Bauchi governor reviewed Jonathan vice president rumors stake to Senate bid. Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has dismissed report linking him to the proposed presidential ticket involving former President Goodluck Jonathan and a faction of the People's Democratic Party ahead of the 2027 general election. The governor's reaction followed claims circulating on social media that it was being considered as Jonathan's running mate after the former president emerged as the presidential candidate of a PDP faction led by Kabiru Turaki. Jonathan was adopted as the faction's presidential flag bearer during a special national convention held in Abuja on Saturday. Although he did not attend the event, his certificate of return was received on his behalf by a federal lawmaker from Bayelsa State, Fred Agbedi. The speculation gained traction after a chieftain of the African Democratic Congress, Nuhu Sada, posted on X that reports suggested Muhammad can be paired with Jonathan for the 2027 presidential race. Responding to the claim in a post via its verified X on Sunday, Muhammad denied any involvement in such political arrangement. The governor stated that his political ambition remains focused on representing Bauchi South Senatorial District on the platform of the Allied People's movement. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Bauchi governor revealed Jonathan vice president rumors. Stick to Senate bid. In another story from the Punch newspaper, workers threaten indefinite strike over wages and security. The Federal Workers Forum has threatened to mobilize federal workers for an indefinite nationwide strike over rising insecurity in the country and unresolved wage issues. The forum, in the communique issued after an online meeting on Sunday, upbraided the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress for not rising to the occasion and providing leadership in this regard. In the communique, signed by its national coordinator, Mr. Emilieze, and Secretary, Mr. Ayo Gundele, and made available to the newsmen, the forum accused the federal government of exploiting workers and failing to guarantee their safety. The group said an online poll of its members overwhelmingly backed an immediate strike to address the current hardship and insecurity crisis confronting Nigeria. Itself, the July 2024 minimum wage adjusted has been a hoax for federal workers. According to the forum, only 40,000 was added flat to salaries across all grades level, and the amount was taxed, leaving workers with much less. The group also alleged that the promised 40% peculiar allowance, which the head of the civil servants of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Watson-Jack, said would take effect from May 1, 2026, was later denounced by the Office of the Accountant General. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. Workers threaten indefinite strike over wages and security. On to the last news, our newspaper review this morning. NDLEA seizes 380 military-grade bullets in Kaduna raids. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted 380 rounds of military-grade ammunition in Kaduna State and arrested a couple linked to the possession of more than 1.2 tons of cannabis. The agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, disclosed this in a statement on Sunday, stating that NDLEA operatives were on patrol along the Abuja-Kaduna Highway at Jere. On May 24, intercepted a 30-year-old suspect, Sunusi Musa, allegedly transporting 380 rounds of 3.62 mm military-grade ammunition to Katsina State. Babafemi disclosed that the suspect and the recovered ammunition had been handed over to the appropriate security agency for further investigation and action in a separate operation in Kaduna. Babafemi further said NDLEA officers arrested a couple, Musa Sunday and Mercy Sunday, alongside another suspect, Salome Ezekiel, 38 years old, after recovering 100 jumbo bags of skunk weighing 1,246 kilograms from their residence in the Gunigobra area of the state. This news was sourced from the Post newspaper. NDLEA seized 380 military-grade bullets in Kaduna raids. To bring this paper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Oyo abduction. NUT begins strike as Tinubu sends 1,000 forest guards. Rivers vote not your property. Atiku fires back at Wiki. Bauchi governor revealed Jonathan vice president rumors. Stick to Senate bid. Workers threaten indefinite strike over wages and security. NDLE HCC's 380 military-grade bullet in Kaduna raids. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You could download Carnival Media app for Google Play Store and app iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains to see you for your color. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.